Hey, what's up? So, I said I was gonna do it. I'm doing it. And if anyone wants to say anything, just walk in and then leave. What exactly do I mean? I'll explain it later. Well, how convenient that we're just kinda sitting here. Yeah. What about you? No. Okay. So, James Bond. A series of books turned series of films turned something. I don't know. I don't watch movies. But 007 is no stranger to interactive entertainment, having a bunch of video games. And also a tabletop one. Oh, hell. But back to the video games, of course. When I talk about that, most people probably think of the N64 one, GoldenEye. And that's because, well, Rare made it, creators of The Bird, and also Donkey Kong Country 2, and all that jazz. So it actually ended up being good, and even today it's getting a port at some point, I think, and I've spent too much time talking about it, so let's get to the point. GoldenEye isn't the only Bond game. Far from it, there were a couple before, and more after. Well, The World Is Not Enough it was developed by 2N Productions, and the entire list of people from this company that only made 3 games, the most notable person from it is additional graphics from Vince Fong, who did stuff for The Sims 2 and The Herbs. Cool, good for him. You know, all this talking about things on the Moby Games page makes me wonder, when did this come out? What was the cultural zeitgeist at the time? Oh. Shrek, probably. Anyways. Enough stalling, here's the game. Okay, so I was going to start this bit off with actual music from the game, but what fun! This title screen music is only in my left ear. I hope it's not like this the rest of the game, which is why you're hearing music from the whatever I just put in. So let's check out the options. That's not much. If you go back a second, just to go back, allow me to go back for a second. That intro is definitely James Bond, but it's also screaming karateka at me too, if you catch the drift of what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, this title screen is just... Look at those faces. They both have, like, the absence of eyes. They still have eye holes. And it works with Z because there's literally just flat under the bangs. Here's some advice. As you can see, the damn blank dark slots, it's just terrifying. Wait, Z doesn't have eyes? Isn't Blank Dark Slot the manga from Joe? Okay, starting the game, let's see if I can figure out what this story is about. Wait. M? Like, I know Z is an outlandish name for someone to have, and I just brought her up, but she's, like, not human. That's just a person. Weird name on a person, and she looks like a British politician who I would hate if I knew who they were, but unfortunately I can't finish my comparison because I live in Cheeseburger Catastrophic Failure Man, and who the hell is Sir Robert King? Do they call him Rob King? Because if they don't, that's a shame, because that's kind of funny. What agent? I know this is a movie game, but still, explain literally anything. I don't care what, just something. You know what? I'm pulling up the manual. Let's take a look. Yeah, that makes sense somewhat. I do need to cut to La Chase. By the way, I checked for you. That EA link doesn't go anywhere anymore. But yeah, we got the story now. Let's press a button again. What? Like, I can assume this is a screenshot from the movie, but this is straight up undecipherable. Google thought it was a rock sculpture, and you know what? If I didn't know any better, I would probably think it's that too. It's like one of those Lego crystal pieces, which they actually did used to make in gray. They don't much anymore, but they used to. Unfortunately, the shiny chrome one was apparently really scratch-prone. So here's the game. He looks like a rejected Mystery Science Theater 3000 host condemned to the low-res realm. And almost immediately, I am incredibly lost. For reference, it took 4.5 minutes for me to figure out the elevator. I don't know if it's just because I'm dumb or what. But once the elevator works... My god. Chicanery. So yeah, we ask him who killed the guy. He's weird about it. And yeah, he died. And here's where the game's biggest problem shows up. The combat is atrocious. And I mean, yeah, it's a stealth game, sort of, so maybe it's my fault, but it's just hard to dodge attacks at all, and there's not a whole lot of feedback on hits. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some, they tried, but it doesn't feel enough to me, and I'm not 100% sure why. Honestly, I'm not sure if the delay is part of my problem with the combat, but if it is, then yeah, it's part of it, but it might not be, so who knows? You know what? I'm ripping off the foreshadowing bandage early. You know what I said about all the music being in my left ear on the title screen? Well, it actually is like that for the whole game. Plus, the level music is just kind of tiring once it loops so much because it's a bit short. I mean, the loop itself works fine, but just hearing it in just your left ear sure doesn't help. So you see this window looking whatever? Yeah, we'll come back to this wall later, don't worry. You know, I think I have to question what the heck these rooms are normally used for. This storage structure is just, it's painful, and I'm not even an interior design guy. So anyways, I go through all the doors, do some murder, and I realize, oh, I can't open this door! So I backtrack all the way to the top, and it turns out, you can walk in that spot I thought was a wall, and there's the key to the thing. So I do that, I leave, and I realize, oh, I hate this more than I expected to. Is that Jerry Seinfeld? Whatever, I'm done with this. Well, that was dumb. Could someone throw the next game at me? Give me a second. Mixed, what the hell is this? Yeah.